హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, కొన్ని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కీ పాయింట్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేద్దాం. ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ నుంచి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద టర్మ్ ఫర్ ఫిజికల్ ఫీచర్స్ లైక్ మౌంటైన్స్, ప్లెయిన్స్ అండ్ plateaus? The answer is relief features. According to the world map, India is located which continent? On which continent? India belongs to Asia. The central longitude of 82.5 degrees east line, which is taken as a standard meridian for India, passes near which city? It is from Allahabad. Indian Standard Time (IST) is how many hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time (GMT)? Answer is 5.5 hours. From which two gained lands did the world's landforms originated? Actually, Angara and Gondwana two lands are there. The next question: the Indian Peninsula was originally part of which ancient gained landmass? It is belongs to Gondwana landmass. The Himalayas were formed by the coalition of peninsular Indian plate with the much larger dash plate, that is Eurasian plate, also called as Angara plate, Angara land. The extensive flat northern plains of India were created by sediments deposited by Himalayan rivers from the north and dash rivers from the south, the peninsular rivers from the south. Which land block is considered one of the most ancient on the Earth's surface? That answer is Deccan Plateau. Name the 6 major relief divisions of the Indian landmass. It is a 2 marks question. We have to write from the Himalayas to all the islands. The answer is Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, the Peninsular Plateau, the Coastal Plain, the Desert, and the Islands. The Himalayan ranges run in west-east direction, covering a distance of about how many kilometers? It is 2,400 kilometers. The width of the Himalayas varies from dash kilometers in the western region to the dash kilometers in the central and eastern part. At west side, they have more width. While they are moving towards east, they are narrow. 500 at west side, 200 at east side. What are the 3 parallel ranges that comprises the Himalayas? There are 3 parallel ranges are there. They are Himadri, Himachal, Shivalika, also called as the greater, middle, and outer. What is the northernmost and most continuous range of the Himalayas called as? That is Himadri, also called as Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas, also called as Himadri. The average elevation of the peaks in the Greater Himalayas is about dash meters above to mean sea level. 6,100 meters average elevation. The seasonal cycles of accumulation and melting of dash glaciers, answer is glaciers, in the Greater Himalayas are sources for the rivers, that is the glaciers, melting of glaciers. The mountain range running parallel between the Shivaliks and the Great Himalayas is known as the it is Middle Himalayas, are also called as Lesser Himalayas or Lower Himalayas. What is the approximate elevation range of the Middle Himalayas? The Middle Himalayas 3,500 meters to 4,500 meters elevation. The Pir Panjal and Dhauldar and Mussoorie range are important ranges of which Himalayan divisions? They are important in Middle Himalayas hill stations. The famous valley of Kashmir lies between the Pir Panjal range and Jaskar range. The answer is Jaskar range. Hill stations like Simla, Mussoorie and Nainital are located in which Himalayan range? Shimla, Mussoorie, these are all in Middle Himalayas, Himachal. What is the outermost range of the Himalayas, also known as outer Himalayas? They are Shivalik range. The altitude of Shivalik varies from dash to dash. It is 600 to 1500 meters height. The plains left behind after lakes drained away through the Shivalik range are called dash in the west side, dash in the east side. Here, the west side are called as dunes, Dehradun, Kotli Dune, Patli Dune. Like at east side, they are called as Dauras. So our answer is Dune. What is the name for the Himalayan divisions that act as the eastern boundary of India running through the northeastern states? The answer is Purvanchal Mountains. Himalayas at east side are called as Purvanchal. The Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, and Mizo Hills are regional names for which mountain range? For Purvanchal only. How do the Himalayas influence India's climate during the winter? They act as barriers protecting the Great Plains from cold winds from Central Asia. They are protected as. The formation of the Great Northern Plains resulted from the interaction of which three Himalayan rivers and their tributaries? It is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. The western part of the Indo-Gangetic Plain was formed by which river and its tributary? Western part mainly Indus and its tributaries. Indus and its tributaries. The central part of the Indo-Gangetic Plain extending from the Gaggar to Tista rivers is known as Ganga Plain. It is mainly because of Ganga River. The eastern part of the Indo-Gangetic Plain exists mostly in the Brahmaputra Valley for of which state? They are Assam, some part related to Arunachal Pradesh. What is the Babar? A narrow belt of gravel and pebble sediments deposited by Himalayan rivers parallel to the foothills of Shivaliks. What is called as a terrai? What is the terrai? Next to Babar, the next geographical feature only. A swampy and marshy region formed where underground streams from the Babar reappear. Here, the rivers reappear. The Indian plateau, surrounded by the sea on three sides, is known as the Deccan Plateau or Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is mainly composed of what types of rocks? Here, three kinds of rocks are there. They are old crystalline, hard igneous, and metamorphic rocks. These three are combination for the formation of Deccan Plateau. What are the two broad divisions of the Peninsular Plateau? They are Northern Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau is the answer. Which mountain range borders the Central Highlands to the south of the Gangetic Plain? The Vindhya mountain range. Which plateau, rich in mineral resources, is located towards the east of the Central Highlands? That is Chotanagpur Plateau. Rich in minerals. Answer is Chotanagpur Plateau. The triangular landmass portion of the Peninsular Plateau lying to the south of Narmada River is called as Deccan Plateau, also called as Peninsular Plateau. Which mountain range forms the northern edge of the Deccan Plateau? The northern edge, Satpura range for the Deccan Plateau. Which mountain ranges form the western and eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively? West side Western Ghats, east side Eastern Ghats. These two are joined at Nilgiri. So this Deccan Plateau surrounded by these. Which are higher, the Western Ghats or the Eastern Ghats? Compare with the two, Western Ghats is more height. The answer is Western Ghats. The famous hill station Udagamandalam, popularly known as Ooty, is located in Nilagiri Hills. What is the highest peak in Nilagiri? Answer is Dodabetta. Dodabetta's height is 2637 meters. What is the highest peak in South India? In South India, Anaimudi is the highest peak. Its height is 2695 meters. Are the Eastern Ghats continuous or discontinuous? Eastern Ghats are not continuous. They have some breaks because of Krishna and Godavari rivers. What is the highest peak in Eastern Ghats? It is having three names: Mahendragiri, Aramukonda, or Ayamukonda. Its height is 1680 meters. The Nalamala, Velikonda, and Palakondas are hilly tracks of which ranges? These are a part of Eastern Ghats. The black soils found in the peninsular plateau are result of what geographical activity? Because of volcanic activity. The Thar Desert is located on the leeward side of which mountain range? Aravalli mountain range is the answer. What is the only significant river found in the Thar Desert area? The river name is Luni River, Luni. It is also called as internal river system in India. The western coastal plain is divided into three parts. What is the northern part touching Maharashtra and Goa called as Konkan coast? This coastal area is called as Konkan coast. The middle part of the western coastal plain, including the coast of Karnataka, is called as Canara. It is Canara coast. Canara coast belongs to Karnataka. What is the southern part of the western coastal plain? It is Kerala, Malabar coast. The eastern coastal plain along the Bay of Bengal, known as Utkal coast in Odisha state. Utkal coast belongs to Odisha. Eastern coastal plain is known as the Coromandel coast is belongs to Tamil Nadu state. Answer is Tamil Nadu. Which two lakes are mentioned as important features of eastern coastal plain in Andhra Pradesh? Two are Kolleru Lake and Pulicat Lake. Pulicat at the border of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh near Sriharikota and Nellore district, and the Kolleru between Godavari and Krishna rivers between. Answer is Kolleru and Pulicat Lake. India has two main groups of islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Islands at Arabian Sea. Answer is Lakshadweeps. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are believed to be an elevated portion of which submerged mountain range of Myanmar. They are Arkanyama Mountains. Answer is Arkanyama. Which two islands in the Andaman Nicobar group are volcanic? They are Barren and Narcondam. These two islands are volcanic origin. Narcondam and Barren islands are the answer. What is the name of the southernmost tip of India located in Nicobar Islands? Normally it is Indra Point. Actually, for mainland it is Kanyakumari. So your answer is Indra Point. The Lakshadweep Islands are what origin? They are coral islands. Coral origin is the answer. What is a peninsula? A peninsula is covered with three sides water, one side with land part. A piece of land surrounded by water on three sides is called as a peninsula. What is perennial river? A river which is containing water throughout the year. A river that flows continuously throughout the year, often fed by glaciers. What are coral reefs? Coral reefs meaning underwater ecosystem built by colonies of tiny animals called coral polyps. So these related to the Lakshadweep Islands. India's east-west extent from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh is approximately how many kilometers? It is nearly 2,933 kilometers. India's north-south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is approximately how many kilometers? It is 3,000, nearly 3,214 kilometers. 3,214 kilometers. The mainland of India extends between which latitudes? 8 degrees 4 knots at the southernmost, and 37 degrees 6 knots at north of our country. The mainland of India extends between which longitudes? The two longitudes of our country. At Gujarat, 68 degrees 7 east longitude, and at Arunachal Pradesh, 97 degrees 25 east longitude. India is between these two longitudes. Hi friends, support this video, and this is for practice purpose. If you repeatedly listen, you can gain nearly 64 objective questions. Okay, thanks for watching.